The hospital lights flickered. Pain meds dulled the ache in my abdomen, but not the tension in my spine. Then the phone rang. Her name lit up, my daughter's, 7 years old. Still said Wabbit instead of rabbit. But her voice, it wasn't soft, it was sharp with panic. "Daddy, help! They left me here alone!" My hand gripped the bed rail. "Where are you, sweetheart?" "Camping. In the woods. It's dark. I'm scared." The line crackled. I called my wife immediately. She laughed before I could speak. "She's a mistake I should have gotten rid of 7 years ago." Click. The line went dead. And for the first time since the surgery, I stood. I'd trusted them, my wife, my parents, my blood. I was recovering from a near-fatal infection, barely lucid when they said they'd take her for the weekend. Said she needed fresh air. I believed them, because I wanted to, because the alternative was too grotesque to consider, until that call. Until I heard my daughter, terrified, shivering, abandoned, in a place I couldn't reach. I dialed over and over. No one picked up, no GPS, no response, just silence. Then, the next morning, the police called. A body had been found in the woods. And in the breath between words, I stopped existing. But the next line wasn't what I expected. "We found a body in the woods. It's not your daughter." Relief hit me like a gunshot. Then the officer added, "But we did find her, and she said some things." That's when the rage began to simmer. Not wild, not reckless, just quiet, controlled, and pointed. They kept her overnight at the station for observation. I signed myself out of the hospital against orders. Pain stitched every step. I didn't care. She ran to me the moment she saw me. No hesitation, no confusion, just raw, desperate trust. She clung to my chest. "Why didn't you come sooner, Daddy?" I didn't have an answer, so I just whispered, "I'm here now." Later, when she slept, I spoke with the detective. "She told us your wife left her near the woods while your parents went into town. Said your wife gave her a granola bar and said, 'Don't move. You don't belong with us.'" My stomach coiled. They'd always favored my wife, treated her like a savior for taking me in? My daughter? Barely tolerated. But I never imagined this. Until now. I went home. The house was dark, but their phones lit up in the drawer, forgotten, careless. I pulled the SIMs, copied the messages, backed up the voicemail. Her laugh echoed again. "She's a mistake." Every word saved. Every lie preserved. And in one of the texts, a sentence from my mother. "It'll be over soon. You'll be free." The truth wasn't messy. It was precise, planned. My wife was in debt, severe, quiet. Gambling apps masked under budgeting ones. My parents co-signed the house when we married, had access, had leverage. And they saw my daughter as the obstacle. She reminded them I existed, reminded them they couldn't erase me completely, until now. One accidental disappearance during a camping trip, no witnesses, no signal, no me to stop it. Except she called. 7 years old, alone, but not silent. That one signal, faint, shaking, barely clinging, burned their plan to ash. I printed everything, bound it, titled the folder, "In case I don't come back," and drove to the police station. They were already there. My wife, my parents, acting concerned, citing confusion. I walked in, folder in hand, limping. I said nothing, just handed the file to the lead detective. He opened it, read one line, his jaw clenched. The room shifted. My mother blinked. "What is this?" I looked at her. "You were going to bury her." My wife scoffed. "This is insane." I played the voicemail. "She's a mistake I should have gotten rid of 7 years ago." No one spoke. My father turned red, then pale. The detective turned to me. "We'll need you and your daughter to wait outside." I nodded, took one last look at them, all three, cornered, silent, unraveling. I didn't scream, didn't spit, didn't beg for answers. I already had all of them. She sleeps beside me now, curled up, safe. She doesn't ask about them, and I don't speak their names. There are court dates now, trials, headlines. Strangers sending sympathy they never earned. But I don't need justice. I already have it. Because the truth didn't just survive that night, it dialed, cried, clung to life long enough for me to wake up. They thought leaving her would erase me. Instead, it made me real. And when they look out from their cages, they'll remember. She wasn't the mistake, they were.